Once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for that time and support. It's a nice, cool night right here in Anaheim, California, the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. A show on the road. A show on the road. Um, we're going to do a little showtime boxing. Eubank Jr. versus Koborov and Jarmall Charlo versus Hogan. We're going to combine the naughty with the nice. We're going to combine them. And we're starting off with the nice. Jarmall Charlo. He did a nice, calm, collective performance. What I like best about this performance of Charlo was the teamwork between him and Rodney Shields. And if you've seen and listened to the corners, you saw the difference. You saw the difference in instructions in Charlo's corner, and then you saw motivational speaking in Hogan's corner. You know, Glenn Rushton, I believe is what his name is. Like I said, I believe he started as what they say when the whole Jeff Horn spirit was hot. He started off as a money man and just got into boxing. I'm not too sure. You know, but I don't think he was ever a full-time trainer like Rodney Shields was. I could be wrong, but you saw the difference in how the instructions were given to their fighter. Motivational, this for your grandfather, do it for him, you know. I know all trainers reach into the bag, box, fucking treasure chest, whatever they reach into to try and motivate their fighters. But you heard a lot more motivation in the Hogan corner than you did in the Charlo corner. Like I said, what I like best, the niceness, you know, the nice, was Rodney Shields saying, hey, be patient. Now, I want to see you throw more punches. Not just at the head. I want to see you hit everywhere. Charlo was throwing more punches, starting to hit him everywhere, working the body. Hey, do the uppercut. Do the uppercut. Hey, the left hook is there. The left hook is there. And what got him? The uppercut sent his ass doing a cart roll backwards. The left hook fucking ended the fight. So it was nice to see Charlo get criticized, take the information, and adapt it into a winning performance, which is kind of, it's a little off topic, but it takes me back to why Jarmall left Rodney Shields. Rodney Shields was criticizing him. I think he was like giving him like taps on the face, smacks on the face, like, hey, wait, what the fuck's wrong with you? Wake up, bro. You're not listening. And Jarmall couldn't handle that. And Rodney Shields, maybe he learned a lesson, you know, I shouldn't tap my fighters on the face, whatever. But he was into Jarmall, and Jarmall being a different character, and maybe they work better together. But he took the negativity from his coach, what's the word? The criticism. I know it's corrective criticism. Took it and performed it in the world. He basically the fucking what the coach is supposed to do, you know. Trained him, and he did it. Box patient. He's getting better at Charlo, that is, of protecting himself. I think he learned a little bit from that Koborov fight, how he kept getting hit with the left. Because as he was throwing his rights, and they made a point to mention it, as he was throwing that uppercut, he was still had his right hand up, protecting that left for the fire back. So you see him make an adjustment from that fight in Koborov. Like I said, it's good to see adjustments. It's good to see it. And crazy ass car over there almost ran a red light. It was good to see that point. And the feint that set up the left hook, feint for a jab into the left hook. Now Hogan was able to land some punches, some movement, and it was good to see Charlo not get flat-footed, not stuck in the mud. So overall, the the best thing about this fight was the instructions given and the fact that Charlo was able to listen where he was wrong, pick up the information, and take it into the ring and deliver it. Not getting into too much of the victory over Hogan. He did what he was supposed to do. Hogan doesn't have the power to threaten him. The only thing Hogan could do at a chance to win him was make him miss with his footwork, which he did a few times. You know, he'll feint in with the feet, have Charlo reach. And I think it was like round 6 or 5 when they did the instant replay. Hogan did the feint in, and Charlo bit on it. Hogan jumped out, countered him with a left hook. You can see you can use Charlo's aggressiveness against him. It's a dangerous game to play, but you can use it against him. You know, but overall, a nice, simple victory. And Charlo's going to have to do this. You know, to me, the fact that he's not going to get no fights. Charlo is not going to get no fights at 160. Whether it's business, networks, people don't have the balls to fight him. Because he looks like a real deal, you know. Maybe not the best at 160, but a real deal threat. To get in the ring, this guy's going to be a hard fight to win. You know, he looks that part. You know, like, what do you think Boo Boo's the best? What do you think Canelo's the best? He looks like a good fight, a good night's of work. Now, that being said, I don't think he's going to get any fights. He's not going to get them with his business, scared, people don't have balls, whatever. What he's going to have to do is just constantly repeat himself. So-and-so's Canelo's ducking me. Canelo's ducking me, since that's the fight he wants. Andrade's all talk. He's going to have to keep talking this talk and purposely say, hey, I got to fight number 1s through 15, the guys who have the balls. It's not my fault. I'm sorry, fans. He has to constantly say this in all the interviews. And so as we see us boxing fans, us casual fans, whoever you are, tuned into the Double RT Boxing Show, as that type of fan constantly see Charlo whooping people's ass, and if they're being told, like, hey, I know I'm not fighting the best competition, I'm fighting this number 8, I'm fighting this number 9, I'm fighting this number 5, because the best ain't fighting me, he's going to have to get the fans behind him to start smoking these fights out. And then it's up to the business people to get off their asses and make these fights. But he needs to be vocal in every interview and do it. Canelo's ducking me. He doesn't have the balls. Demetrius Andres is ducking me. He always talk, but he's hiding. He did in the post-fight interview. He's over there on the zone. He knows how to get over here, you know. But like you said, you can't say he knows how to get over here when you are Lions Only Promotions. You know how to get the fuck over there too for some money. So if the fights are made available, someone get their ass over there, you know. To me, with that fight, that's a 50-50 fight. I'm talking about business-wise. They should just split that 50-50. And it would be nice to see that fight on Fox, you know, because since Fox is a free TV and not a paid prescription. Now, if it's going to be on Showtime or DAZN, hey, flip a fucking coin. It's a business coin flip. You got to pay for one of those networks. You pay for Showtime, you pay for DAZN. So, but if it has opportunity to get on Fox, you put that fight on Fox, and it's a 50-50 split. Those guys are equally talented, equally the same fan base. No one's more popular than the other. So that's how I feel about Demetrius Andrade and the Charlo fight. 50-50 down the middle. Coin flip it if it's Showtime or DAZN. You gotta do something. Gotta do something like that. Now, like I said, again, he's gonna have to constantly call out the people who are ducking him. So the fans, and more likely the casual fans, could start building up the smoke for him. Why are these people ducking him? Why aren't they fighting him? Get that shit behind him, because if fans constantly hear Canelo's ducking him, and seeing him beat the shit out of people, they're gonna kind of smoke Canelo into that fight. Now, saying that, we're going to have to move on to the naughty. And if you've been watching the RT boxing show, there's a segment called The Fight Maker. We did The Fight Maker on Jarmall Charlo. 3 fights I would like to see him fight by the end of the year, going into the beginning of 2020. And I ended that segment with the number 1 fight I would like to see Jarmall Charlo was Eubank Jr. Now, it could be coming to fruition. Junior was on the undercard. He won against Matt Koborov via pulled muscle on Koborov's shoulder. Now, it's naughty because for that round and a half, he was losing that fight. You saw Eubank Jr. technique is still horrible. You know, he looks the part, he talks the part. You know, he like when I say he looks the part, he comes in shape. He throws fast punches. He throws with intent to hurt you. It just, the technique ain't the best, but hey, there's no room to talk about technique when we fucking got Deontay Wilder out here knocking everyone the fuck out. So you can't say technique is hard and focus on that. But when we talking the talk, right here on the Ready Talk Boxing Show, do you see Eubank Jr. technique able to survive Charlo? Like I said, when he was trying to do that body stab jab, when he's trying to do that body stab jab against Koborov, his feet were wide, his backhand was way over here, so he's punching like this, leaving himself open to a master uppercutter like Charlo. That might be a fucking a gurney waiting. That might be bring in the gurney. Bring in the gurney, we got an ambulance waiting. And then Koborov was able to land that straight left at will in that round and a half. That would have been real interesting. That was a real interesting fight. That was a very interesting fight, Koborov and Eubank Jr. You got a guy who starts off strong and finishes kind of slow and weak in Koborov. And you got Eubank Jr., who usually finishes strong. So I was very interested to see how that fight was going to go. And you saw Koborov starting strong, and Eubank Jr. still going. He was looking the part, and him being a cocky little ass. He's all like, oh, in the post-fight interview, I was just getting ready to warm up, and I was warming up, and I was getting ready to pounce on him when he got hurt. So I don't know if karma's a bitch. He must have done something to get hurt like that. It doesn't happen for no reason. Sure, okay. Hey, if you believe in life energy like that, then hey, I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna knock it because I do believe in life energy like that. So I'm not gonna knock what he says. But it was weird to hear him say it. He was being naughty. Eubank Jr. was. Like I said, it's not much to talk about that fight except for he was eating left hands all day, and I didn't see anything that was going to fix Eubank Jr. from getting that left unless Koborov just got tired. The body stab jab, it was working, but it was there to be countered bad. Whether it's an overhand right, because he's leaning so far in and leaving everything exposed, or a nice left uppercut because he's leaning so far in and everything exposed. So it's there to be countered. And like I said, with Charlo having a devastating uppercut, I don't know. It's going to be a naughty night knockout for fucking Charlo, or a nice upset by Eubank. Like I said, I want to see the fight. In the post-fight interview, Charlo saying, respect me, don't say shit, you're on my undercard, you won't get the fight. In actuality, he needs Chris Eubank Jr. He needs him bad. There is no other name for Charlo. There is no other name to get any buzz on Charlo's resume. Like I said, Charlo's going to need to purposely say, everyone's ducking me, that's why I'm fighting 1 through 15. Anyone who has balls, I'm fighting number 8 because he stepped up. I'm fighting number 7 because he stepped up. I'm fighting number 5, number 14 because they're stepping up in the top 5. I don't think the top 3 are going to step up to fight Charlo, unless they're mandatories. Now, and Eubank Jr., he needs that name. He needs that name, and basically, Eubank, to me, Eubank Jr. is the middleweight Adrian Broner. You know he's not the best, but you like the shit he talks. You like the bravado he fucking brings into the ring. But he lets his hands go. He just doesn't do it well. So that is the Double RT Boxing Show. The post-fight review on the Showtime Boxing. I would do the I'm trying to think. I believe that was there Osawa and Tapas, or was that on ESPN? I think Tapas was on Showtime. I do a separate one for that one. That was a good fight. I do a separate one for that. And before we go, follow me on Twitter at RRTB Show, at RRTB Show. There is a poll I'm going to put up. Who do you think wins, Katie Taylor or Cecilia Brakus? Just it's very interesting. So follow the show at RRTB Show. Retweet the post. Help your show out. Let the show be known. It's the Double RT Boxing Show. We're boxing junkies. We talk boxing right here on the Ready Talk Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Thank you for your time and support. Remember, at RRTB Show.